Okay, this is going to be the first part of our financial model for a solar project. Now, let's begin by here. The only subject in this video is really going to be the timing. Okay, and you know, uh, this is kind of the thing I hate them. I still hate the most. And this time, let's do a careful model. So let's start with some assumptions. Or let's just put timing assumptions. We'll eventually have this in another sheet, okay? And I guess let's put the key dates. Okay, and we'll start with the model start. Okay, and how about let's do this at the beginning of a month, and let's put date, and let's put how about I've got this American computer 18215. Is that okay? Shift Control 3, and I got it wrong. 81215. Okay, I can't get this. And then let's put the construction start or financial close. Okay, and let's put, how about we, you know, so Shift Control 3, I put 15 months, okay? And if we want, then we can put months, how about years of development? You know, this is going to be a little bit painful. I'm just thinking about this. No, let's put months of development. Okay, and so what we could do here is put this minus this divided by 30.5. Of course, you can't do that. But days 360, and take the end compared to the beginning, divide by 30. That's a 30-day month, and I did it wrong. Okay. 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 And then, why don't we put start of construction? Okay, and put a date. And how about let's start that 1 month after the construction for some reason, okay? And then we'll put construction months. Let's say we'll put months here, and let's say it takes I don't know, 11 months to construct, okay, which would be a very long time, but we'll kind of push it to the back. We'll say let's say 8 months, okay, and then we and then after that we could have end of construction, and then oh shit. We'll take the start date and then put the 8, Shift Control 3, and finally let's put the testing months. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. And then put months. and then we'll put, how about we'll put 1, and then we'll put the commercial operation. I'm not going to go on and on about how that's like a wedding date and that's the big change and all that, but whatever. So equal e-date, and then we have 1, and for now let's just focus on the operations. So let's put operating life, and let's put a years, and let's say it's 25, and finally we'll have the end, decommissioning. I always call this your death. Okay, but this is after you. Okay, we have this one. Okay, so we've got a whole lot of dates here. Okay, now once we have these dates, then what we want to do is have one sheet that has the operations. So, and I'm going to do this in the same sheet for now. Timeline, which we can then move, and then we'll put the project finance timeline. And the reason this is different is because in the operations timeline, maybe we want to do it month by month, especially with a solar project. Maybe we have different irradiation in each month and all this. But then, because the repayment occurs every 6 months, we want to do our project finance and accumulate the things in the operations for this. Now, here's the trick to doing this. Go to the Excel utilities in Chapter 1, and then there's a half year and quarter. It's a function, and this function says, well, if it's we put a date in and a fiscal month. So this fiscal month is the date of the COD, and then if it depends if the fiscal month is greater than or less than month 7, or greater than or equal to month 6, and then what it does is it gives you what's the date at the end of the half year. So what we'll be able to do is in this, see, I had to talk through it because I wouldn't have remembered it. But in this one, we'll put the switches and all this. We can put the month, start of month, and the end of month. And then we can go down here, and for each end of month, why don't we put end of quarter, just in case just to illustrate how it works. And then we put end of half year for project finance. So in project finance, then we'll be able to put the start of period and then end of period, and this will be, if it's the construction period, we'll make it monthly. But if it's the after the construction period, then the end of the period will just be a 6-month period. And then what we can do is put down here a period for project finance. So we can then use the SUMIF S to get all of the operations time period into the project finance timeline, which is is going to be a really pain. So let's see if we can start some of this. So remember, here's the first rule: always start with the end. Excuse me, just rubbed something into my eye. So we take the model start date and put a -1. Okay, and this is going to be this one's going to be very simple. We'll take this one +1, and then we can put equal EO month. Okay, and just put 0. Okay, Shift Control 3, because we always add 1. We'll get this. So, and then we can go all the way till, oh God, how many months is it going to be? Let's take 25 times 12. Oh shit. Plus times 12 here. That's going to be 300. Well, we better put. Let's allow an extra 100. So let's put 400. So just go like this. Now, once you do this, you see it says right here, it says 52. So just go all the way to, I can't see it there. Okay, so let's go all the way to 400. All right. And now once we've done that, okay, that's about right. I maybe went an extra one. You know, you can press Control Spacebar, get the whole thing, and then just make it a little wider so we can see all of our dates. Okay, and then let's get some things into our model. The first thing let's do is let's just open the generic macros page, okay, and that just has all our little macros. So of course now if you type 1 here, whoops, 1, press Shift Control R, we can make sure it just went all the way to the end. Okay, that's the main thing, reason we opened that. And you can press Shift Control C, which is a very easy macro, which says the only really inputs we had in this whole thing were this one. Oh, I should have. Oh, this was bad. This was really bad. How could I have done that? Now let's put this. This is horrible. You know, or we could have no, November 1, 11/1/2016. That's what we should have done. Shift Control C. That should have been, and then this should have been equal days 360, right? And that this one divided by 30. Okay. Shift Control C again. That took too long, but it was good. Okay, so those are our only inputs. Now we're clear on the inputs. Now to get the end of the quarter, what you can do is you can go to this one that says end of quarter. I guess this is a good one. No, I have it here. I have the end of the quarter and this. So here's what I would do. Just copy this and then go back to your model and go to the developer, go to macros, and whoops. Oh, we don't have any in this one. Okay, we'll just make something and then copy it. Okay. Now, if you then put here EO quarter like this, well, it doesn't say what to do. Don't be despaired, and then you just put the date. So if we have I guess it doesn't matter. Let's put this end date, Shift Control 3, Shift Control R. It just gives you the end of the quarter for each one. This means that you could then sum up all of these things for the quarters, okay? Now, let's get the end of the half year. This is the real pain, okay? And then we put month of COD. So this is just a month, okay? And we put equal month, okay? And go up to the commercial operation date. And so there's what you put equal EO half year. Half year. I suppose I should have put a better thing in here. And then it says, well, let's put the date. Let's put the end date. I should have really in this put whether it's the end date or the begin date. And then for the fiscal year month, put this thing here. Press F4. And I remember why I did this. There was a very smart guy in one of my classes who said that's the only reason he came to the class was to kind of see this. So if we go to, you know, let's do this. And when I copy it to another sheet, it's not going to be correct. But you know, when the commercial operation date is at the beginning. So what we can do is whoops, I guess we can do it like that, and then let's move it all the way over, and I'm going to use a conditional formatting. I'm going to go to Home and Conditional Formatting, and then when I go to the I always go to the New Rule, use a formula, and this formula will be when our top left, it's always this one, and since we have a whole bunch of rows, you better just put the F4 until you get that one, and say when that row equals the commercial operation date. Okay, and then let's put a format. And you know, when I move this, I told you we'll have to do it again, and let's get something. How about this one? Okay. And press OK. And I guess, and hopefully this is, there we are. 117. Did that work? Yes. So here was our commercial operation. And then we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that gives us the end of the first 6-month period. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives you the end of the second year period. Now if we would, let's change a couple of our assumptions. Let's say we have, I'm not going to change the date, that's too much. Let's say we have 7 months of construction, and for some reason 2 months of operation. Then it's, how about 7 and just put 1, okay? And then, so we have now 1 August 17. Now when we go over to here, it goes to 1 August 17, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, January. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do that right? Okay. 1. No, it's the end of this one. So hang on. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. End of the month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. End of this month. And then so on and so forth. Okay, so it's hopefully flexible. Okay, and I'm going to save this. I'll call it timing in solar model. Okay, and definitely we want to save this as a macro enabled file because we because we did this. So now end of the period for project finance. Here's what we want to do here. So this our real SUMIF is not going to be on this one. Why don't we put a pre-COD switch? Oops. Oh, sorry. How about we put a pre-COD switch and an operating life switch. So the pre-COD switch is simply when we'll always start with this one. You know, if we do it a little more elegantly, I think we should put the COD, okay, right here, so we can kind of document what we're doing. So when this one is less than this one, okay, and then operating life switch, let's say we start with this one and we go to this one. So this one's, we'll use an AND statement and always start with this top one, and it's got to be greater than this one. Of course, press the F4 and go to this one again, and then it's got to be less than this one, and press the F4. Okay, Shift Control R, and then you can go Shift Control T. Oops. Shift Control T, Shift Control F, so we can show which is which. And then so the end of the period for the project finance is going to be if this one's pre-operating, then we'll take this one. Otherwise, we'll take the end of the half year, and that way we'll okay, that way, and Shift Control R. That will, once we get to our special date here, then it will just, it was doing a month by month before, and after it goes half year by half year. Okay. And you know, then we'll obviously put in some other switches. We'll put our construction development switch, and we'll put our how about FC switch, and how about testing switch? Okay, and you know, and I think where's our construction switch? Okay. 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 And development switch, we'll just put the end of the development period. So I'll make that the financial close. So when this one is less than this one, F4, okay, Shift Control R, and then the construction switch goes from the start of the construction to the financial COD. So this another and, we always use this one again and make it greater than or equal to the first one, and you always go to the top again without the F4 and less than this one. Okay, Shift Control R. You know, if you want to do a count if, I feel like I've done this so much, but each time it seems to be different. Okay, so this has the 8, which is wrong. It's greater than this, and it should be less than the end of the construction, not the, okay, so I did make a mistake, okay, and then the testing period switch, and again that starts at the end of the construction, this one, and now this one does end at COD, okay, and we can almost, why don't we kind of put the dollar signs in the right place, okay, and then okay, Shift Control R, Shift Control D, and then I mean shade down, and then okay, and we have 1, and then we can of course do Shift Control T, Shift Control F, which is very, very simple conditional formatting macros. Okay, I just get lazy and do that. Okay, and I think that, well, I'm sure we'll need some more switches, but that kind of starts our timeline. All right, and now let's try our project finance. So, you know, we're going to use the same start date. I hope I can do this when I move it around. And then we'll put, how about we'll put this one plus, oops, equal this one plus 1. Okay, so that's it. Now let's over here. Here, this is where I'm going to be a little wrong, but let's put I'll take it from here. Why don't I take it from here? So we'll put the COD date. That's the key one. So if it's the COD date, if it's greater than or equal to the COD date, if this thing is greater than or equal to the COD date, you know, we'll take 6 or 1. So let's put, I guess it's kind of manual, but if this thing is greater than or equal to, we better have it equal to, then we put the EO month of this, comma 0. Otherwise, we put EO month of this, comma 5. I think we subtract 1, okay? That might be the most painful part of this. Why don't I press Shift Control R? Now, we don't have to do it anywhere near as long. But so far, hopefully, oh shit. Did I, if J29, if J29 is greater than, less than, how about we'll put less than, sorry about that. Okay. And then, so far it's all the same. And then we get to this one, and then you'll see it goes to January 31 of 18. And then it starts with February 1, and then goes to July of 18. And you can see that this one, it did work. July, okay, and then the next one after that, it goes to January of hang on, the next one, it goes to the end of January of 19, and then the end of July of 19, and so on and so forth. Now, this just went to 49, so let's go back to year. How about we'll stop here? Okay, and now that we can do. Okay, so to illustrate how this will work is, let's say we have some EBITDA, and let's just say that that's 100. Okay, and then we take our 100 and multiply that by the operating life. Where's the operating life? Here, operating life switch. So we don't get anything before that. Shift Control R. There it is. It starts. But now we want to. Oops. This was. We have a problem with this one. Okay, I should have kind of tested this. This is. It's greater than or equal. Okay. Shift Control R. Okay, I hope, I wonder if I have to, did I have to redo that? No, I didn't. Okay, the true false switch is conditional formatting, excuse me. So now if I put EBITDA here, we just put equals sum if, okay, and here's the trick, the range is this famous, it's not that famous, but it will become famous, is this end of the period for project finance. And then the criteria is the end of the period, and the sum range is this one. So you just got to get used to really summing these things with this one. And then, so if we go to this one, this is kind of bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What happened? What now happened here? I did something wrong. So, of course, what I did wrong is, probably you caught this. I hope you did. I didn't multiply this by 12. Okay, so I'm actually, in a sense, liking this. Okay, so then we get the addition of this, and I think, well, no, let's put this as the assumptions page, and this is going to be operations. And then the next one is going to be the project finance. Okay. Now, if you can get this, I think this is the big battle, honestly. So now we can hopefully that now this might all screw up, but. Okay, so let's put this here. I just copied this. Okay, and we can, whoops. I guess when you move it, you have to recopy it, and then Alt ES width. So you just put W for the width. Okay, and the conditional formatting didn't work, but the rest seemed to work. Okay, yeah, I remember now. That's what I was worried about. So we'll let's just go to the conditional formatting and get rid of this one. Oh, what happened with? Oh, it's got all this crap in it. But this is the really one you want to get rid of. And then we remember how we did this. We yeah, we can do it like this. We could have also done it with a switch, Okay, you remember what we did then. We took so we selected the area and went to new rule, use a formula, and we said, okay, let's take, well, this, in this case it'll be this one. Press F4 a few times to get the, and put an equal sign, and you can, this was the COD switch, and don't put the F4 here, and then you, let's use the same one, okay? And press OK. And we have our wedding date, okay? And now let's just do the same thing and move this one and put this one in our project finance page. And what happened to the oh and then of course we're going to have to do the same thing. Control C, Alt ES W, and click on the whole page. Conditional formatting, manage rules, delete the rule, apply the rule, press OK, and I think that's enough, really. Okay. Okay, fine. We'll do it one more time. This thing. Shift Control R. No, Shift Control right arrow. And conditional formatting. Let's see how fast we can do this. These two. New rule. Use a formula. Take the top left. Press F4 a couple of times. Make it equal to this one. Go to a format. Click on the yellow, and we're finished. Okay, it seems easy, but all this stuff took me a long time to get, obviously. Okay, and now we'll start with save this one again, and then we'll start with the next part, which will be to start to put our CapEx. What happened here? I better put an English keyboard. I'm surprised that I didn't screw up. Okay, bye.